Hey, so I recently fixed the moonroof problem I was having on my 2005 Subaru Forester XT. I know it's a pretty common issue, so I thought I'd sort of talk you guys through how I did it. So this is looking at the part that wasn't working. This is once you take the sunroof off, there's just 8 bolts. It's all pretty simple. You can put that off to the side, and then this is the corner that wasn't going down. So my motor was working, but my corner wasn't dropping, and so the whole thing just got jammed and wasn't able to move. So it took me a little while to figure out, but basically what's happening is I built this part in Google SketchUp. It's not a fancy CAD program, but hopefully it'll do the trick to help you guys understand what's happening. So if this is where it bolts on, and then this is the little sled that pulls the corner. So this sled, when it moves forward, or back I guess, which is to the right, this corner goes down and the whole thing is then able to retract into the car. So what's happening is there's a sled here that goes along this cable, or goes with the pulley that pulls the whole thing back. Now this sled is basically made of Laffy Taffy. It's a super cheap, horrible plastic. And so what happened was this little back piece broke off. And when that happens, you can see here that the whole thing just slides right past the sled that it's supposed to be catching, because when this sled gets caught, the whole thing moves back. So it's able to just slide because there's nothing there. So what I was able to do is, if I put this back, is drill some holes in it. And with those holes, I then put a piece of paperclip, which I bent into the shape of a staple. You could maybe even use a staple. It doesn't need to be a strong metal. It just needs to be enough to catch this sled. Originally, I tried this with just one hole, but it blew out pretty much immediately. Even with 2 holes, I'm not totally sure it'll hold forever. I think if something else got caught on the track, this might snap off again. But at least for now, it's been in there for about a week and it's been working totally fine. Yeah, so that's been basically how I solved it. I just put that paperclip in and then I superglued the whole thing together as much as possible. It's a pretty janky solution, but it has been working so far, and you guys could find your own way, maybe tying some string around this or even 3D printing this part, but you'd have to disassemble the whole rail. Basically anything you can do to attach this sled back to this sled, or this puller back to this sled, will allow that part to move forward, which allows this part to move down, and the whole thing retracts into your car again, making your moonroof work, and you can have beautiful drives with your fancy moonroof open, and it'll save you $1,500 of getting a whole new moonroof. So there you go. I hope that made sense, and I hope you guys are able to solve it. Definitely leave a comment if I didn't clarify anything well enough, and I'll try to get back to those. All right, good luck.